Number 1 at Brockton Bolt last month. Number 2 at Horton Landing, and number 3 at the top of Pemberton's Hill.
Incredible.
This here is Timmy Gricer. He's our local railway nerd.
I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek. There is a difference. And Loco number 4, well, I saw that locomotive, hang on a minute. Yeah, I was sure that I saw it.
Oh, give him a minute. He'll run out of steam soon enough. Can I get you a drink?
Yes, thank you. I cannot recall what I did with the first one.
Cheers.
So, you take the notes of the trains, huh?
Locomotives. A train is what a locomotive holds. Honestly, some people don't know anything about a railroad. Yes, I collect the numbers and names of locomotives, where I saw them, when I saw them, and what I had for breakfast that day. Today was eggs and bacon.
Timmy's the local train spotter.
I prefer ferry climatologist.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. But Loco number 4. Loco number 4 is missing. Now, where did I see it? And why are you holding a stick of dynamite in your hand? That's not normal behavior, and I should know.
For this, I'm not quite sure why I'm holding this, to be honest.
Oh, always be honest. That's what my mom always says.
Timmy, this here is the new lawman, Marshall.
Yes, my name is Marshall Peanut. The K is... never mind. I'm indeed the lawman.
A lawman? Gee whiz. How exciting. Does your badge have a number on it? No. How disappointing. So why are you here? To arrest Black Hand Hank? Is that it? He's the cause of all the trouble around here.
Ah, the trouble.
Now, you listen here. Hank ain't no trouble. He is just a sweet little puppy dog. He don't need no arresting. Maybe a little bit of straightening out, but, well, if Hank comes in here and starts creating off, I can handle him all by myself just fine.
Woo! Another half hour, she'll have worked up a nice head of steam, which means I got time for a nice head of beer. Hey, Sal, set him up, would you? Hi, Timmy.
You gotcha, Casey. Just gotta go change the keg.
Hi, Casey.
So who we got here?
This is the new lawman, Casey. He's got a badge and everything, but there's no number on it. Which reminds me, Loco number 4. Maybe it's down at the station right now. I don't want to miss it.
Wait, no, Timmy, that's not Loco number. Well, I reckon
You see, the bridge over Vulture Gulch has been blown to smithereens. I doubt there's enough left to make a box of matchsticks.
I saw it. It's chopsticks.
What? It's matchsticks.
Timmy! Larry, did you see? Someone blew the bridge over Vulture Gulch to Kingdom Come, and I doubt if there's enough left to make a pot of toothpicks.
We saw it. And it's chopsticks.
Matchsticks.
Toothpicks.
There's only one way to settle this.
The old-fashioned way.
One,
2,
3.
3. Matchsticks. Well, that looks like a tie.
Oh, another go. Best out of 3.
Sure.
One.
Hey! Larry! Joan!
We saw
It's chopsticks.
matchsticks.
Toothpicks.
Splitters!
Splitters. Now that's an exaggeration.
Hyperbole.
No, it's not.
Thank you!
No, it's not hyperbole. It's hyperbole. And I should know
What?
Why?
because I took 8th grade English with Mrs. Rayfuse twice. And she said it's hyperbole, which is one better than the Super Bowl.
Well, anyway, what I saw was a myriad of itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny splitters! Oh, definitely get out of your hand.
Itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Well,
send it to the big city. Hey, but you're always complaining about the newcomers coming in and drinking the saloon dry. So maybe you're the guilty party, huh?
Well, now, I did say that, but them tracks they already built in Clementsport, why, they've been mighty useful for restocking my whiskey stock.
That's some mighty fine reasoning there, Sal. So in that case, you probably have a little extra whiskey lying around, so here you get.
Coming right up, Hank.
Cheers.
And besides, I saw you.
You saw me?
Well, I saw someone down by that bridge, and then there was the big explosion and dust everywhere, and when it had cleared, why, there was your notebook lying on the ground.
That ain't my notebook. I got my notebook right here. Now, watch carefully, you people at that table. They were very concerned about what notebook I had. See? Right there it says, dib, 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 dob, dob, dob. What is that, Morse code?
Yeah, that's the Cub Scouts motto.
Ronny! So if I've got Ronny's notebook,
Well, then Ronny must have had your notebook.
so Ronny blew up the bridge?
Well, I guess that's how it must have gone. I guess we better go tell that marshal.
Are you sure? That marshal don't seem all that bright, you know. Not the keenest knife in the cantina.
Not so fast. Sally of the Saloon.
Hello, Marshal. We were just coming to find you.
Very well. A little faster than that. I think the dessert is beginning to melt.
Marshal, he was just coming to find you. See, Sally, she's got something to tell you.
Ah, excellent. A confession so early in this evening. Monsieur Kurt, I think that perhaps we shall be home in time to watch the National on CBC.
I do not have a confession. What I have is an accusation.
Okay, as you were, we're here for the long night after all. But I have come to arrest you for the blowing up of the bridge. I have been informed by the witnesses of the highest integrity that Monsieur Hank here has said that you did this.
No, I never did. I never did.
Well, then that must have just been hearsay.
Yes, I am here, and here I say it.
Now see here, Marshal. I did not blow up that bridge, but I know who did, and you're gonna need a drink before I tell you. Whiskey?
There is an alternative.
Now,
Whiskey it is then.
coming up.
Cheers.
No, Marshal, it was not me that blowed up that bridge. It was Roundhouse Ronny.
Excellent! I must apprehend this dangerous criminal before they go any further. But there is just one thing that I do not understand.
Just one, eh?
And what's that, Marshal?
Well, why is Ronny called the Roundhouse if she does not work at the little engine shed here at the New Railroad?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, she lives in a house that's, circular. You know, round house.
Well, see, it used to be a lighthouse, but then we used all them jokes in the last show, so now it's just a single story.
And by the length of this script, a long story.
And you haven't even met the Triangle Toby yet.
Yeah, his house has 3 sides.
Yeah, he always comes straight to the point, though. There's that. Oh, and then there's, Square Sam. Yeah, but he's kind of boring.
Let me guess. His house has 4 walls, and they are all the same length?
Well, how'd you know?
Well, call it a lucky guess, or because I wrote the script.
Yeah, and then there's, Pentagon Pete. No. Pentagon Pete. He changed his name, right? Yeah. Now that guy, he can keep a secret. Oh, and, Hexagon Harriet.
Why, she keeps bees. Think about it.
We're waiting. Sorry, Sal. I tried. And then there's Octagon out that one.
All out, if there was an epic on Henry, he'd have a joke for every day of the week. Well, it was the best I could do on short notice.
Well, if that is as good as it gets, I'm going to arrest Roundhouse Ronny.
Boy, not the sharpest knife in the cantina. That boy ain't even the sharpest piece of 2x4 in the lumber yard.
Yeah, I better go keep him out of trouble, huh? Hey! Marshal! Hey, Timmy. Yeah, go ahead, drink on me.
Hey, Sally, where are taking the marshal off to in such a hurry? Has the marshal got a clue?
No, Timmy, I really don't think that marshal has a single clue. But that has not stopped him from running off to arrest Roundhouse Ronny for blowing up that bridge.
But Ronny didn't do it, and I should know.
Because you did it? Why would you do that, Timmy? You love the railway. Why, with all the wagons, and the trains, and the locos.
Oh, did somebody call my name?
I was just asking Timmy why he blowed up the bridge.
Timmy, you didn't!
You're right.
You did!
No, that I didn't. Why would I want to blow up the railroad? I love the railroad, with all the wagons and trains and locos.
You love me? That's quite a revelation.
Well, if we're going on Brokeback Mountain here, I need more whiskey.
No, the locomotives, of course, they don't love you, Larry. The locomotives. I've got all their numbers up. Number 1, number 2, number 2, number 5, but no number 4. Yes, 5 pints of lager and a package of chips, eh? This isn't my notebook. It must be Sally's. Sally!
Is it just me, or is everyone a little loco around here? That's for my next invention, I need a crazy detector.
A crazy detector. Well, I don't know about that, but I can tell you we sure as heck got one crazy detective. Did you know that marshal is fixing to arrest Roundhouse Ronny?
Ronny? Huh, she didn't do it. Timmy just confessed, I think.
Well, Timmy, now why would he blow up the bridge? He loves the railroad, what with all the trains and wagons and locos.
Not all the locos, it seems.
Oh, you mean number 4?
No. I mean, sure.
Well, Timmy ain't never gonna see number 4, I can tell you that. And he's the type that would take something like that real seriously.
Seriously enough to crack, to lash out, to blow up the bridge?
Well, you never know. This is one of Simon's dinner theaters, so just about anything could happen.
Well, I can't argue with that. But why is it that Timmy will never find locomotive number 4?
Because number 4 is the ghost train.
A ghost train?
Ghost train. My grandpa swore he heard the chuffing and the chugging, and he saw the eerie glow of lights coming from over Clementsville way.
Clementsville? But there's even less tracks there than in Nicktaw.
It were the ghost train, I tell you. Number 4. Oh, Joan, you're not telling Larry them crazy ghost train stories again, are you?
Wait a minute, Ronny, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in jail? The marshal's got a warrant out for your arrest, even though I know you didn't do it.
Jail? Warrant? Arrest? Do what? Blow
for many new ideas, like the self-laying tracks machine, and the rain auto refueler, or the switcher for the switching of the switches. I know I've thought of some of these before, but I just can't find my notebook. Maybe it's back at the workshop. I'm just a mess without it.
You don't much like all these non-local people coming into your local shop for local people buying up local stuff now, do you?
Well, but if folks are around long enough, then they become locals. What do you folks say? How long you gotta be around to be a local? 6 months? 2 years?
200 years.
10? Did I hear 60? Besides, with the bridge blown, no one can go nowhere, so then they're forced to become locals.
So it was you.
Nah, but I'll take the side benefit. Every silver lining has a cloud, like the man said whose white brother-in-law died and he was asked to pay the funeral expenses. Well, I gotta go find that marshal and prove my innocence. I am telling you, Timmy, I do not have your notebook. I have this notebook, which is Hank's, and this notebook, which is mine. See? The formula for dehydrated water. Instructions. Add water. What? Oh, this ain't my notebook. This is Larry's. Larry! Larry! Larry, if I have to march all the way down to your workshop to get
But do you have my notebook? I know you do. And I should know.
Well, I do not have your notebook. I have my own notebook. Look right here. The number 3 pulling the 805 Express yesterday. That's the train I was driving.
No.
And look here, see? Frosted Flakes.
Hey, that was my breakfast yesterday. That is mine.
Well, if that's Timmy's, whose notebook is this? It looks like we've got another mystery on our hands.
Another mystery? But the ladies and gentlemen here, they have only paid for the one mystery. The mystery of who has blown up the bridge over the gulch of the vultures.
You know what they say. Log off.
I beg your pardon?
Buy one, get one free.
Huh. And, where were you when the bridge it was being exploded?
Where was I? Where was I? Well, I do not know where I was. That was way before we had supper, and here we are fixing to serve dessert. So I suggest you keep your questions short and snappy, mister, because these folks out here, they look like they're still hungry. And why in the world would I want to blow up the railroad bridge? That railroad is my bread and butter. No railroad, no Cannonball Express. No Cannonball Express, no Casey Joan. No, sir, I ain't got no locomotive at all.
No locomotive? Ah, you mean no locomotive. Yes, no motive at all. Now this is highly suspicious.
Oh, come on. Anyway, it's this second mystery that has me flummoxed. Whose notebook is this?
You do not know?
Well, no, I don't know. We all have identical notebooks.
You all have the identical notebooks, but why?
Well, probably because we all bought them down at Ronny's local store for local people when she had them on her discount counter last week.
And how many were there?
Well, I do not know. I did not count her discount counter. Do I look like a discount counter to you? Anyways, I was sure this was mine, but it's not. Look here, see? 9 green bottles. It's gotta be Sally's. Sally! Sally!
So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that I just about have my killer. This person appears to be on the edge and may crack at any minute. The key is to catch the killer before the deed. he has been clued with a heavy object. Perhaps this heavy hickory axe handle, or maybe this bottle of whiskey.
Timmy!
Sally.
That's not mine, it's empty.
Or maybe the very heavy shovel.
Joan!
Larry!
What? This isn't mine. It's been wiped clean.
Exactement.
Wait, those are some heavy accusations, Marshal.
That is true, and that is because they are all clues. And so is this. Here, in the hand of Black Hand Hank, there is a little piece of paper which clearly has been torn from a notebook. Yes, indeed.
Wait a minute.
You were the only one here with him.
You did it.
Murderer.
Tie him up, somebody. A citizen's arrest.
I'm calling the police.
But wait, I am the police.
A likely story.
You did it. Murderer.
I am not the murderer, but nor am I the marshal.
Yeah, we know you're not the Marshal. We saw through your disguise right away.
Yeah, Marshall's badges have 6 points, and yours only has 5. And I should know. I have an I Spy Spotter's Book of Law Enforcement Badges, 3rd edition.
I am in fact Inspector Clueles of Interpol. Yes, that's right. I am a detective. I am a deep.
You got that?
Listen to me! I am Inspector Clueles. We at Interpol were aware that a murder was planned here at the New Railroad, and I had hoped to thwart this plan, but unfortunately, I was distracted by the blowing up of the bridge over the Gulch of the Vultures.
Well, if you're a cop, then prove it.
I will show you my ID. It is in my wallet, which is in my pocket, which is in my coat, which I am not wearing.
That does it. Somebody get some rope.
No, wait. I am not going to be caught like that for the 4th evening in a row. No. Aha, thank you very much. Here is my detective's coat, and now you can see, yes, I am an Interpol detective, and here in my pocket, my wallet, and here in my wallet, my ID.
Well, he does look like an inspector now.
Yes, it is true, my disguise as Marshal Peanut was so cunning and impenetrable. I truly am the master of disguise. So good, that perhaps I should have been an actor.
Well, you had me fooled.
Well, that's not that hard.
You watch it, Larry, or there'll be a second bite.
I think not. Not while I am on the case. What we must do now is to preserve the crime scene by which nobody is to leave this room. You are all my suspects, and I shall work tirelessly until the case is solved. But the ladies and gentlemen here, they have not yet had their dessert, and here we have the dead body, which is most unsightly and beginning to smell, and will open up their appetite. So, my suspects, I ask for you to move the dead body to the rear of the saloon bar. Excellent. When they have done that, my friends, they will bring to you your dessert. And while they do this, I ask for you to interrogate them. Now, to assist you with this, my honorary detectives, on your tables, you'll find the envelope that says on it, "Do not open this until you're told you may do so." Do not open it yet. Inside, you'll find a sheet of, yes, you can go and solve the dessert, come along, otherwise it's going to be too late to watch the National. Inside, you will find a sheet of paper on which there is the fingerprints taken from the suspects. This might be useful to you. There is also inside the handwriting sheet on which I ask for you to obtain the samples of the handwriting of the suspects. This might be useful to you. There are also the Jacques Hughes cards. Jacques Hughes is the brother of Henri Hughes. Yes, on the Jacques Hughes card, I ask for you to write 3 things. At the top, where it says Honorary Detective, please to write your own name, your first name and your last name to avoid the confusion. On the second line, where it says Killer, please, to write the name of the killer. Do not write your own name there. My jailhouse is not large enough to arrest everyone. And on the third line where it says motive, I ask for you to write the motive. Now, as you eat your dessert and as you interrogate, I bring to you the clues that we have discovered. We have the possible murder weapons. We have the heavy hickory axe handle. We have the heavy shovel. And also we have the whiskey bottle, which is unfortunately empty. Now these I will take to the Interview Laboratoire Scientifique for the finding of the fingerprints, and I bring them to your tables and you can examine them. With the writing on it, which I cannot read because I do not have my spectacles, and perhaps you can work out from whom the notebook is that this is torn. So, ladies and gentlemen, please to enjoy your dessert, and if everything that you have seen here with the murder and all the rest of it, if this is upsetting to you, then my friends, I ask for you to think of this just as a mystery dinner theater, and everything that you have seen is just the make-believe, huh? And then you will feel much better. So, as they say in my hometown of Nice, bon appétit.
You do that when you sew it to something else.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, now that everybody has had a chance to look at the clues and to give in the Jackie's cards, now we come to the moment in the evening where we discover who is the killer. And ladies and gentlemen, I can reveal to you that the killer was Miss Scarlet with the lead piping into the conservatory. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the wrong play. I promise 1 year we shall do this play. No, I think instead we shall have to look at the usual suspects, and we shall look at the clues. The clues that you, my honorary detectives, you have investigated. First of all, we have the heavy hickory axe handle on which we found 2 fingerprints. Fingerprints of Sally of the Saloon and Black Hand Hank himself. Yes? So, 2 sets of fingerprints. I do not think this is conclusive evidence, so we put this to one side for a moment. And also here, now as I have said, this shovel is the biggest clue. Well, the longest anyway. And on this we find 2 more of the fingerprints of Casey Joan and of Loco Larry. Again, 2 sets of fingerprints. It is impossible to know to whom it belongs. Right. And then we have the whiskey bottle on this 2 more fingerprints, Saloon Saleh, and also Timmy Gricer, the transporter. Again, 2 sets of the fingerprints. And on the track ties, or spikes as they are more properly known, but the joke doesn't work. On the tie pins we have a fingerprint of Loco Larry and also of Black Hand Hank. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you noticed something here? Have you noticed that there is one suspect whose fingerprints do not appear on any of these items? It is Roundhouse Ronny. So, Roundhouse Ronny, j'accuse of never touching any of the items. Yes, that is a clear shot case. So, Roundhouse Ronny clearly has not touched any of the items. And then we come to the note that is torn from the notebook. And the notebook to whom this belongs is who?
Roundhouse
Ronny. This is the writing of Roundhouse Ronny. Thank you that somebody here got it right. In Middleton, nobody could work this one out. So obviously, Clemens Spot are much cleverer than Middleton, but we use this anyway. Yes, indeed. So this is the writing of Roundhouse Ronny, but as person and nobody had to write book at the same time. So, who was it that had in their possession the notebook of Roundhouse Ronny? Who do we think it was? It was Blackhand Hank. But Blackhand Hank, he was the victim.
Was he?
Oh, Blackhand Hank is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, this I believe is what has happened. Here we have two of the tie-pins that were found loose by the side of the track. They have been pulled out of the track. This is sabotage. There are two persons involved in this sabotage very clearly. Blackhand Hank himself and Loco Larry. Yes, indeed. I believe they were in cahoots to sabotage the railroad. There were two saboteurs. But then I think there was a falling out amongst the thieves. Or saboteurs, anyway. And there was an altercation. And Blackhand Hank, he received the blow to the head, and then he died. So I think, Loco Larry, it is quite clear that it is you who are the murderer. In your pocket there you have a notebook, and if I remove this notebook
It's mine.
very clearly, I will discover that in it it says, yes, dib, dove.
I didn't have time to check
I
that.
think that this case is solved, and the killer very clearly is Loco Larry. Loco Larry, how do you plead?
Well, he was going to extort me, and I don't have any money. But if I can invent an alibi, I guess I plead the fifth.
Pleading the fifth does not work because we are not yet the 51st state. And so, Loco Larry, I will take you to the courthouse. So, ladies and gentlemen, to sum up, it was, of course, this heavy axe handle that gave me the vital clue in this case, which has allowed me, the great detective, to arrest the criminal and take him to the court. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a case of the hickory-dickory